going today, right before a storm is supposed to hit.
Yeah, we're supposed to be getting a pretty good storm either tonight or tomorrow, or who knows.
Who knows?
Yeah, these skies are glorious out here.
Yep.
Happy
Glorious!
Valentine's Day, everybody.
Happy Valentine's! That's what we're doing. We're supposed to be on a Valentine's trip. Barf.
We're here to feel the love.
So we're headed to Dodge.
We're getting the heck into Dodge.
Yeah, that's how I titled it. I said, getting out of Dodge once we get there.
Nice. I like that.
So we had lunch with Mom. Nice little Mexican Valentine's lunch.
Hey.
And then we're headed towards Dodge City. Apparently, there's a lot of fun things to see there, so that's what we's gonna do.
And we're going to stop and see something called Pawnee Rock, which is supposed to be a really cool landmark from that was real popular during the Indian and the cowboy days and the settlers heading west. It was supposed to be a meetup point where Indians would, meet up. It was also where the settlers, it was a very unique landmark. They they helped them along their path, kind of a guide type thing where they knew where they were. So we're excited to see that too.
Yeah, and we expect to see a few tornadoes along the way too.
Yep.
It's supposed to be a big storm.
Yeah.
So we shall see.
Fun time. So this might turn into a storm chase live video.
Yeah, who knows?
Oh, and I need to say hi to George. What's up, George?
Hey, George.
How's it going?
Get back to work.
So we found out our good friend George watches our lives all the time, but never says hi. So I'm just going to assume that he's probably watching or will watch later. And so I want to make sure I say hi to George.
Maybe he just keeps this on as background noise so that he doesn't have anything too distracting during the workday.
And we love George and Sherry. They're awesome people.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. So here's to George and Sherry.
By the way, the sparkling water is nothing alcoholic. The sky is so beautiful today.
Yeah, it's just like so mysterious. There's little patches of sun shining through, and then you got dark clouds, and you got poofy clouds.
Hey, there's a Kentuckian in here.
Oh, don't run for the hills.
He says, Dwayne says it looks ominous in front of you. That it does. That's why we're headed right towards it.
Yeah, we want to get in the thick of things.
Yeah.
I just heard I keep hearing Kentucky stuff in the news. What did I hear today? I heard something went down in Kentucky. I don't know, but you guys are always in the news lately. Yeah.
Always making headlines.
Was where that college was? There's a college.
Oh, is the one where they're having like a revival type?
There's this Christian college that's having a revival. Asbury College. Let me ask Google. I'm just gonna ask it.
No, don't touch the phone while you're driving, mister.
Is that in Kentucky, Asbury? I think, you know what? It is. I remember it is.
Okay.
So Asbury College or Asbury University or whatever it is, they're having a big revival. So the students go to this like daily chapel or weekly or I don't know what it is. And it's usually like an hour long or something. But like it was not a planned thing at all. The kids just they just stayed there. Like chapel got over, they stayed there, and then the choir just kept singing more songs, and the kids kept staying and praying and fellowshipping, and then like they just wouldn't leave, and the thing went for like all night and into the next day. Like I heard about it yesterday, and I think it had been going for like 30 hours straight, and like more people would come, and kids were like missing their classes and just staying in the chapel, and just a real awesome like revival. And I saw some videos about it today, so I think it might be still going. I'm not sure.
So we got Rebecca in the house.
Hey, Rebecca.
Lois.
Sorry.
Sinestra. She says that
Oh, hey, Lois.
George and Sherry are is her cousin.
They're your cousins too?
I don't know about that. I think she just said George and Sherry, my cousin and her husband. I don't know about that. I think that maybe she adopted them as her cousin.
No, I'm sure it's true.
Joy says, I hadn't heard that. And he said a baby was dropped off in a box that had only been put in a month before, or a baby.
Oh yeah, I did a little short on our channel about that. You can find it. I did that a few days ago. That was pretty awesome. I love those baby drop boxes.
Why would he find that if he already knows about it, Gina?
Well, because he can see my take on it.
Well, can't he get your take on it now?
Yeah. So Lois, I guess we saw all your cousins yesterday, or not yesterday, Sunday. We went to the Dispatch Super Bowl party, and we saw, of course, John and Jan and George and Sherry, and we found out. We kind of knew this, but we found out George watches a lot of our lives and other things, but he never comments. Because every time we see him, he'll say, "Oh yeah, I saw you guys went here, you went there," and so we just are going to start saying hi to him, even though we don't know if he's on or not, because he likes to stalk us, which is okay. We don't mind. But yeah, we had a lot of fun with the good folks at Dispatch Church. They put on a great Super Bowl party. I don't know if you knew the story, Lois.
So legitimate, Sherry is her cousin.
So
is the daughter of her mom's sister.
So are Sherry and John related then? Since they're both your cousins, or are they on like different sides of the family?
Yeah. Wow, that's quite a remarkable quidink.
Oh, this is those in here.
Ellsworth?
This is the little town of Ellsworth, which is a really adorable little town. We're just passing through on the way to Dodge.
Joyce says there won't be...
There's a pretty church there.
Won't be any restraining orders, is what you're saying.
No restraining
Not against
orders.
George, no.
Not unless he tries something.
Not this time, anyway. You probably saw my sister Linda and her husband Russell.
Oh, probably. I don't know them on a first name basis.
I think I know who Russ is. Like, Russ has brown hair, and he's a thinner gentleman, if I remember correctly.
Oh, maybe. We know a lot of people at Dispatch, but not on a first name basis.
Oh, look at that bank building right there, guys. Isn't that cool?
Ooh, look at this mural. Show them that mural.
This must be a cow town.
That's a cool mural.
And here's also another mural. This is quite the picturesque town, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a nice place.
Look at that old stone building there. I would say limestone, but it's like darker somewhat too. Livery and feed. There's a museum. Oh, there's like a little museum complex down there. Oh, this is awesome.
We've been through here a few times.
I guess I just
There's the Sugar Shack.
Yeah, this is the most awesome thing here.
I don't know if that's still in business. Might just be closed right now. But...
And this is the Great Smoky Hill River. And let's look at the creek, everybody.
Yeah, most. Oh, you can't even see it from here. I don't think. Oh, yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Great Smoky Hill Creek.
In Kansas, they refer to these things as rivers that in Oregon we would call creeks, but in Kansas they call them all rivers. In fact, have we even seen an actual creek?
Oh, she said John is the son of her dad's brother.
Okay, so they're not related then. They're just cousins on different sides. It's a small world out here in Kansas, that's for sure.
That's amazing that they're both here. How come you guys are all up north? How come you didn't come down with them, with all your relatives?
I think she was from here, right?
Oh, and she moved up?
I don't know. Remind us, Lois. Remind us of your story.
I thought they moved down. I mean, I thought like...
Oh, well, Jan moved down. But
John's
from here.
Oh, okay.
Jan came from Wisconsin or somewhere. Was it Wisconsin or Minnesota? I want to say Wisconsin.
Yeah, I want to say Wisconsin.
She was from one of them northern Midwestern states.
She's not crazy enough to be from Minnesota.
Great Bend. We're heading towards Great Bend. Speaking of,
Oh, where are you going? Don't you want to go straight?
I
I thought
don't
you
think
wanted
so.
to. Oh, no, you're right. You're right. It turns into 156, I guess.
Yeah, because that's going straight east. We want to go southwest
Okay,
into the storm.
that's
So,
right.
speaking of bends, since we're heading toward Great Bend, I want to share some fun facts about Oregon. Oregon has two bends. We've got one just called Bend, and then we've got a town called North Bend. Which town do you think is further north? You're wrong. If you said North Bend, because Bend is actually further north than North Bend. Because
I
actually
think
North,
it's just North Bend of
yeah,
the river.
yeah, North Bend is actually named after the North Bend in the what what is that? Which river is that? It's not the Umpqua.
Hey, RG Arizona is here.
So there's a river. I think it's the Coquille River, and they built a city at the north bend of it. So they call
Say
it North
hi
Bend.
to RG Arizona.
Hi, RG.
Say hi, people.
So then there's another bend that's actually further north. That's just called Bend, and I always thought that was funny. So you can't assume that if there's two towns and one's called North, that it's actually further north.
So, here, I got the lowdown.
The LD.
Okay, so Lois says Russell grew up in Iowa. He met my sister when she taught there in Iowa. They moved to Kansas to take over the farm when my parents retired to Downs. Their 3 children live in Iowa.
Oh, nice. So they're all over the place.
And Jan is from Oostburg, Wisconsin. So you're right, Wisconsin.
Hey, I got it right.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah,
Oostburg.
and we got to see Matt too. Matt's home visiting right now, and I talked to him a little bit about how he's liking life in Oregon because he's living right in the edge of Oregon, and so we had a nice chat about that. And he's a really fine young man, and it seems like he's really enjoying fighting fires out there.
So RG says, so the East Bend is in the middle, or is it West Bend? I'm not sure. What are you doing? Stop doing that.
What are you talking about, East Bend? What?
I don't know. We don't know. Maybe he's making a joke. We just got the 2 bends in Oregon, so that's basically all that we know about.
I know there's a north, or is it a North Bend, like
How come you
Indiana?
don't share the last bit with me?
I'm sorry.
Oh, RG says it's a joke.
Jokes don't always come through well on text.
No.
Because we never know if you're, being serious or not. You have to make a laughy face emoji, so we know you're joking. There you go.
Give us a laughy face emoji. Beautiful. So Ellsworth was a really cute little town. We used to know a couple girls named Ellsworth. That was their last name. It wasn't their first name.
Yeah, thank God. That'd be an awful first name.
Ellie Ellsworth.
Oh, we found some rain.
Yeah. Finally found it.
We should fix that so it shows up higher. Maybe if you stuck it lower on the dash or something.
I can't. It's stuck forever. Maybe if we do lives like this, we can stick it like that.
Yeah. Ooh, it sounds like it's really windy here too. Maybe y'all are gonna see a live Kansas tornado in the near future.
Yeah, only hope. So, what are the exciting things we're gonna see in Dodge City?
No, I have no idea. I just know that everybody says you got to go to Dodge City. There's there. I don't know what there is. I know it's got a whole Western theme, going on with the Wild West days. So we'll probably see some Wild West type stuff.
Where was the OK Corral at?
I don't know. In Oklahoma, right? That's why it's called OK. Just kidding.
So we got a couple more comments here. Lois says, my husband was commissioned into the Navy the same day he graduated from the University of Colorado. He grew up in New Jersey.
New Jersey!
And then she says, we met at a church in Denver where our aunts and uncles attended.
Oh, that's a good place to meet a spouse, in church.
RG Arizona says, right now I'm under another winter storm warning.
Ooh, yikes.
Yeah, it's supposed to be coming up from you guys. Like, up from the southwest. Rebecca said, my dad said he was born in Dodge City, Kansas. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, awesome.
He's one of those people from the Wild Wild West.
Yeah, he's one of those people that got the heck out. Got the heck out of Dodge.
Where was the OK Corral?
This sure looks like tornado weather, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
It's getting real windy and it's like dark clouds.
It's getting
getting
kind
kinda
of hectic.
windy. Oh.
It's kind of pretty when the gray sky is up against the golden fields.
Yeah, now we got that sunshine trying to poke through the clouds here.
So Lois said, I was in business school in Denver. We got married before his senior year at the Dispatch Church.
Oh, that's such a lovely church too. We love that church.
Yeah.
Great people there.
And they put on a mean Super Bowl party.
Yes, they do. Oh, I was saying earlier, that's how we originally met all the Dispatch people. Is they put signs around about a Super Bowl party. We didn't even know they existed. And we were like, oh, that sounds like fun. Let's go to this random church in the middle of nowhere and watch a Super Bowl party.
It says his city family didn't know what hit them when they came for the wedding, I guess.
Oh. I bet. And the funny thing too is we saw posters for it that said Dispatch, but Dispatch does not sound like the name of a city. It sounds like, a call center, like for the cops or the.
Right.
And I used to work for the gas company and we had a dispatch office. So I was like, I called, it had a number to call and it was the pastor's number, Pastor Tom, who's no longer there. So sad. He was just, a temporary guy anyway. But I was like, well, where is this? And he's like, Dispatch. And I was like, well, what town is that in? And he's like, that's the town. I was like, what? There's a town called Dispatch? Because it said it on the poster, but I didn't understand what it meant. And I was just, you would just don't think that sounds like a town name.
Enjoying this.
Hey, Little Ridge, welcome in.
He's my except he's not from Boston.
Yeah. Here's a fun fact, Little Ridge. Mark is a really great name. Do you know why? Because it's my middle name.
He would have an even better name if his name is Mark Marklar.
Yep. I have, my name is made up of two middle names. I have my first name is my dad's middle name, and my middle name is my great mom's side. So I'm made up of two middle names.
Lois said we started moving as soon as he says, because I'm amazing, that's why Mark is a good name.
I suppose that's correct as well.
He says, was committed after 9 years in the near what? We have to wait for the rest of the story. It's for the Paul Harvey.
Yes, we gotta wait for Paul Harvey. And now the rest of the story.
Nuclear Navy. We settled in Virginia until we were transferred to Illinois to work in the nuclear industry. Cool. Where did my grandma work in World War II? Were they in Nebraska? Anyway, they were at like some super secret center
Ooh.
for the development of the atomic bomb. And they were doing some experiments up there.
On your ancestors.
I think, yeah. Anyway, you didn't talk to anybody out there because